Hi, my friends. Miss Jenna here. This week we're talking all about the fall. So when you look out your window, what do you see all over the ground? You see leaves, right? And the leaves outside are changing colors and then they fall to the ground. So we're going to learn about leaves, about some animals that we see in the fall. Okay, so first we're going to do a song called Autumn Leaves Are Falling Down. And you can make the hand motions like I do, and you can sing along too if you would like. Autumn leaves are falling down, falling down, falling down. Autumn leaves are falling down, yellow, red, and brown. So when the leaves fall down, they get all over the lawn. So what does everyone do when the leaves are all over the lawn? They rake them up. So can you make this motion with your hands? We're going to pretend our fingers are rakes. Rake them up as they fall down. They fall down. They fall down. Rake them up as they fall down. Yellow, red, and brown. And in the fall, it gets super windy, right? And that makes the leaves go crazy. So with your fingers, can you make this motion? Pretend that your hands are the wind. Here comes the wind on a windy day. Windy day, windy day. Here comes the wind on a windy day and blows them all away. Whoosh! There goes the leaves, right? And then it starts all over again. And then we have to rake, rake, rake. Now I want to share with you a story called Fall is Here. And look at this puppy. What is he doing? He's jumping in the leaves, right? That is so much fun to jump and play in the leaves. Fall is here. It's time for friendly scarecrows, crunchy acorns. Oh, look, there's a squirrel. It's time for walks in the woods, hats and scarves and woolly mittens, right? Because it gets a little chilly in the fall, so we start wearing coats and hats and scarves. It's time for bright orange pumpkins and spooky costumes. It's time for yummy pies and candy apples. Yum! Right? Because in the fall, we have Thanksgiving, the holiday of Thanksgiving. It's time for fluffy blankets and warm fires and jumping in the leaves. We love fall. That's one of my favorite things to do in the fall is to rake up the leaves and then jump in them. That is so much fun. We saw in this story, in the beginning, we saw a scarecrow, right? And what do scarecrows do? They scare crows away, right? So crows are black birds, and they love to go to farms, and they love to eat corn or wheat. So what the scarecrow does is to scare them away so that they don't ruin the farmer's food, right? He doesn't eat all the corn or eat all the wheat. So his job is to scare them away, and he's going to do that by saying, boo, right? So this song is called Five Black Crows. Can we count my crows first? Nice and loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 crows, all shiny black, sat on a scarecrow's back, eating the most delicious corn. Caw, caw! That's what crows sound like. The scarecrow winked and shouted, boo! Scared a crow and away he flew. Now there are 4 shiny black crows. Caw, caw! Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 crows, all shiny black, sat on a scarecrow's back, eating the most delicious corn. Caw, caw! The scarecrow winked and shouted, boo! Scared a crow and away he flew. Now there are 3 shiny black crows. Caw, caw! 1, 2, 3. 3 crows, all shiny black, sat on a scarecrow's back, eating the most delicious corn. Caw, caw! The scarecrow winked and shouted, boo! Scared a crow and away he flew. Now there are 2 shiny black crows. Caw, caw! Let's count. 1, 2. 2 crows. 2 crows, all shiny black, sat on a scarecrow's back, eating the most delicious corn. Caw, caw! The scarecrow winked and shouted, boo! Scared the crow and away he flew. Now there is 1 shiny black crow. Caw, caw! 1 crow, all shiny black, sat on a scarecrow's back, eating the most delicious corn. Caw, caw! The scarecrow winked and shouted, boo! Scared the crow and away he flew. Now there are, how many? No shiny black crows. Caw, caw! He did his job. He made all of the crows fly away and leave the corn alone, right? Good job, Scarecrow. He did a great job of scaring all of those crows away. All right, my friends, I have another story. It's called The Leaves on the Trees. And look at those leaves. They're all changing colors, and they're even starting to fall down, right? Because that's what happens in the fall. The leaves on the trees are falling down, falling down, falling down. The leaves on the trees are falling down. Autumn is here. The sweet gum leaves turn orange and red, orange and red. Orange and red, the sweet gum leaves turn orange and red. Autumn is here. And there's all different kinds of leaves, right? So we're going to learn about the different kinds in this book. The tulip leaves turn green to gold, green to gold, green to gold. The tulip leaves turn green to gold. Autumn is here. The ginkgo leaves are shaped like fans, shaped like fans, shaped like fans. The ginkgo leaves are shaped like fans. Autumn is here. And who are these guys in the trees? That's right. Those are squirrels. And we'll see tons of squirrels in the fall, right? Because what are they looking for? They're looking for acorns. That's what they eat all throughout the winter. So in the fall, they run around and they try to find all the acorns they can, and then they hide them so that when it's cold and snowy, they have something to eat. They go back and they dig up the acorns. The maple leaves are colorful, colorful, colorful. The maple leaves are colorful. Autumn is here. Wow, those are colorful leaves. The linden leaves are shaped like hearts, shaped like hearts, shaped like hearts. The linden leaves are shaped like hearts. Autumn is here. The ash tree branch has tiny leaves, tiny leaves, tiny leaves. The ash tree branch has tiny leaves. Autumn is here. Those are tiny leaves. Those are shaped very differently than the other leaves we have seen. The hickory leaves float on the pond, on the pond, on the pond. The hickory leaves float on the pond. Autumn is here. They look like little boats, right? The sassafras leaves look like dinosaur tracks, dinosaur tracks, dinosaur tracks. The sassafras leaves look like dinosaur tracks. Autumn is here. Wow, look at these kids exploring the different kinds of leaves. The birch leaves glow a bright yellow, bright yellow, bright yellow. The birch leaves glow a bright yellow. Autumn is here. Look, those kids look so happy to be making, looks like they're making leaf angels in the leaves. That's a super fun idea, right? That is so fun. Okay, my friends, we have time for one more. This one is called I Love Fall. And I do love fall. It is my favorite season. What is your favorite season? Do you love fall too? I love fall. In the fall, the air is chilly, but my scarf feels warm and woolly. Wow, look at her fuzzy red scarf. Right? Because we said the weather gets a little chilly in the fall, so you might need a scarf sometimes. There are lots of pumpkins, orange and plump. My puppy helps me pick one up. Let's pat the pumpkin. Pat, pat, pat. Can you pat the pumpkin? Look at that big orange pumpkin. My grandma bakes pumpkin and apple treats. She gives me yummy pies that are warm and sweet. Look at that yummy pie. I wonder if she used the pumpkin that the little girl picked to make her pumpkin pie. That sounds like a yummy treat. I jump in the leaves with all of my friends. The leaves are my favorite colors: brown, yellow, and red. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Right? When you step on leaves or you jump in leaves, they make a crunch sound. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Now there's one thing left to do. We give our fall basket to you. Hooray! Look at that basket. There's some pumpkins in there and apples. And maybe she put her pumpkin pie in the basket to share. That is so nice. All right, my friends, I had so much fun with you today learning all about the fall. Now you should go outside and jump in some leaves. Happy fall, my friends.